if you need me to. I know Shu's character fairly well if you need me to help out with anything. I mean,
That would
obviously
be
just Eldritch Blast.
that would be fine with me. I would kind of actually like that better. I mean, I'm assuming he doesn't mind, obviously.
Yeah, no, he's good.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna give you control of this character sheet. I think that's a little better than an NPC because I don't really like making too many decisions. As an NPC, I just
I feel that.
kind of support just to keep them in the game if they have like something going on, they're sick or whatever. Um, let's kind of, I think, do a group recap so we can try to remember where we left off here. I know we left off in this zombie room. There was an ogre zombie and 5 zombies, and then this altar to some sort of evil god.
Also, when we did the level 4 level up, it boosted my HP all the way up, and I don't remember what it was. Don't know how to change. Start writing it down at the end.
What did you roll for your hit point roll?
I rolled 9.
Shoot.
And me too. You're just like a paladin.
So I don't know how to really backtrack on that because it doesn't keep track of each level's hit points. So my choices are average it or fudge it. What would the average be? Let's see, 7, 9.
Should, could I just use... So I was thinking of just subtracting 20 from it. Say I'm at 23 out of 43.
Would it be in the YouTube video at the end? Would it show her hit points on there?
Oh, I think I misunderstood what you were saying. I thought you were saying you leveled up and it gave you more hit points than it was supposed to.
Oh no, sorry. It's so I'm 43. I'm full HP now, essentially. So I couldn't remember what it was at the end.
Okay. Well, I don't. I didn't actually compile the video yet because life has been sideways for a while, and I could go through and try to find it, but everybody else is full. Maybe we had like a long rest and forgot we had a long rest or something. So I would say just keep it. So actually, I'm not sure. Okay, there's your rage. And Orson Broadshoulders will be on his merry way. What? Oh, that was the torch. And the torch has some kind of enchantment on it, apparently. Um, so should we do kind of a little group recap? Just like a 5-minute?
Sure.
Yeah, I remember in the room just south of us to the right, there was a bunch of oozes that I think Aurora slaughtered pretty easily. nothing really too much in there. I remember the hobgoblins, and the 4 civilians who watched us massacre them.
Yep, in the entrance cave, there were a tribe of hobgoblins that were aligned with this group of bandits, and with that, you killed most of the tribe. What's left is going to split. So. They're like, oh, this job is too dangerous for us. So, I'm not entirely sure. You've been in this room. I can't quite remember if you went in this one or not. Zeke's got his ball bearings. That's good.
Can I move into the room with everybody else and do a investigation check? Look around.
Yes.
Is this a door right here?
Yeah, to the north, that is a door. Yeah, Perrin doesn't find anything. Zeke finds a locked door to the north. The door is made of solid brass and has 3 separate locks. Upon investigation, you can see that all 3 locks are trapped with a poison needle.
Alright, I tell the party to give me a little space in case it goes sideways. I'm going to attempt to disarm the traps. Did you want 3 rolls, 1 for each trap?
Yeah, it's going to be 3 separate traps and 3 separate locks. Perrin can assist, actually, so you can get advantage on those.
Okay, so I guess the first 3 will be the traps, and then the next 3 will be the locks.
Yep, you're going to want to disarm the traps first, and then open the locks. That third one hit you. That is going to make you have to do a save versus poison on your Constitution. So Constitution save.
Now, I do have something real quick. Will this come into play?
That's amazing if so.
Cool. Yeah, you can use that.
So my question is, how do I roll that? Do I just roll a 1d10 and just, I guess, manually add it?
Yeah. That'll work fine for the moment.
I'm a bit rusty, I'm sorry.
If you click on the dice in your... That'll work. Okay, so make a Constitution save.
Okay, so yeah, it was a 1 plus a 7 to the 8. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. You can put the +7 on there too, by the way. You can type 1d10 plus 7.
Got it.
And it'll do that. Okay, you're good.
Alright, I'll roll my, let's see, one more lock roll, I guess.
Yes, one more. And with Perrin assisting. Okay. Nice. Good rolls. The walls of this room have paintings of a tall, grim man in black armor sitting on a throne, with throngs of people kneeling at his feet in homage. There is a low black stone slab in the center of the room, on top of which is a skeleton in plate mail, black plate mail. The skeleton holds a scroll in one hand and a silver bastard sword in the other hand. Words on the side of the stone, engraved on the side of the stone, say Lord of Falcon's Peak.
How big is the skeleton? Is it like, can I get like a general height? Is that armor like wearable for someone like my size?
Human sized, and I don't think it's magic, so it won't change size. Yeah, it's not magic.
Okay.
So it'll work on a human being, or probably on an elf with some modifications.
So it's saying that this is Lord Falcon?
According to the inscription on the stone slab, yes.
Did you say that was a painting on the wall?
Yeah, it's like a propaganda painting. Like,
Okay, I have a proficiency in painter supply that's from my level up. Can I do like an investigation check to try and figure out any additional information, like who could have made it, or how well it's made, or what age it's from, or anything like that?
yeah. I think if you have a better roll on a painting check than you do on an investigation check, use your painting roll, and I can tell you about the painting.
Can I grab that bastard sword?
Yeah, sure. The bastard sword is made of lightweight mithril and is of very high quality. On the painting, you can see that it has it's a high quality painting. It's made out of good quality canvas. The oils are mixed by a master painter, and everything is very well blended, and it has almost photorealistic proportions, blends, and textures. You don't see any kind of signature on it or any indication of who actually painted it.
Is there any indication of a hidden door behind it, or any hidden instructions, or anything about the painting, like any hidden ink or oils?
No, there's no hidden door behind it, and there's no There's no hidden ink. The layers are all pretty much straightforward. What you see is what you get. Nothing hidden under the layers.
Thank you.
All right. Shall we go clear out these other rooms?
I'll grab the armor as well.
Did the investigation roll earlier reveal anything in this room about the skeleton statue?
The skeleton statue, give me just a moment. Let me see if I can. So the zombies were all carrying scythes. The skeleton statue is an unholy 5-foot-tall bronze idol. It's a skeletal figure in a cloak carrying a scythe. The idol radiates magical horror throughout the room, although it seems to have a diminished effect with the zombies gone. It doesn't seem to have as much effect.
Would I know anything? Like, would this be a deity then? Could I do a religion check or something?
Give me a religion check, yeah. You don't know anything about it.
Does anybody want this cloak?
Um, The ogre zombie has a small silver pendant shaped like a scythe around its neck on a chain.
Was there any mystical aura coming from the cloak itself on the statue, or?
No, the cloak is integral to the statue, so it's sculpted in with the rest of the form.
Got it. It's not really a mannequin. I can just strip down. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Mithril bastard sword, black plate mail, and I'm putting it in the wrong place. Did you take anything else from the north room? Just the Mithril bastard sword and the black plate mail?
I'd like to go back for the scroll. That's all right.
Feel free.
Yeah, can Shu look to see? He'd probably want to know what the scroll is. Can we look at it and see what it is?
I think Perrin can give him advantage too if he doesn't check.
Perrin does not have Arcana, I don't think. Let me double check that.
I think he was checking herself last time. He was probably one of the better ones.
He does have Arcana, okay.
And actually, he'll be the one to roll because Shu doesn't have it.
Okay, so I'll roll an Arcana check. That was odd. Okay, upon examining the scroll, Perrin turns into a scum creeper.
Into a what?
Scum creeper.
Can you describe to me what I'm seeing?
I'll just put him over here. This is Perrin now.
Can it still make noises?
Kind of. They're quiet, but
The Jello guard.
I wonder if the others that were in the other room that we killed, that's other adventurers who tried reading the scroll.
I'm gonna try that. Let's see if it does anything. Alternatively, you can spend 5 hit points from your pool of healing. Neutralize one disease or poison affecting it.
Yeah, I'll allow it. It should theoretically be a remove curse, but
Yeah, most
it's a
people
divine.
treat it like a lesser restoration type of a thing.
It's a divine ability, so why not? I'll allow it.
Oh, that's good. Good to have you back, Karen.
My life as a scum creeper was not very fulfilling.
I might have liked you better like that.
Is that scroll still viable?
The magic is gone.
Okay.
Oh, I ain't reading that thing away.
Okay.
I'd like to investigate the door.
Let's see. The door here is locked. Is it trapped? Oh, good roll. Locked and trapped. And Perrin will assist on the
Wish I still had my hobgoblin meat shield.
Do you want me to grab you a zombie meat
Hey,
shield?
if I had a nickel.
So, did you get it open?
The trap is disarmed.
Okay. Yeah.
It's still locked.
Open it.
Oh yeah, it is super open.
You open that door so hard,
Skill monkey.
it wishes it wasn't open that hard.
And I gotta get the door out of the way. There we go. There is one stone slab in here, but no paintings. On the floor is a skeleton with one hand wrapped around a dagger buried in its chest. On the slab is a woman's skeleton wearing a long black silk dress.
I am dangerously interested in that dagger. Can I do an investigation check?
I am dangerously interested in that dress.
Yeah, you can both do investigation checks. And Zeke was investigating the dagger?
Yes, sir.
Or the dress? Okay. The dagger is a ceremonial dagger of some kind. Something. It's in okay shape. It looks like it was once a pretty high quality dagger, but it's kind of tarnished now. And the woman wears a gold ring set with amethyst chips and a braided gold chain.
Well, I'm definitely going to be yoinking those.
You can't tell really anything interesting about the dress. It just appears to be a long black silk dress.
You take the finery, I'll take the blade.
Okay.
Alright, looks like we're clear.
This torch is probably out by now, so I'm going to chuck it. And the lantern is probably out by now. You'll need another application of oil, or I'll just get, we're going to probably change maps in a minute here anyway.
All right, somebody will have to literally hold me by my hand and escort me along, so I'm blind.
Oh, and this is an area too. I forgot about this area.
Gayer gladly grabs you by the hand.
The corridor is dusty, and footprints on the southern end are revealed from some other adventurers that were here before, or somebody. The north end has a series of iron rungs set into the back wall. The rungs go both up and down from here into a tunnel. The rungs are not corroded and are safe to use.
Can I use my cobbler's tools to do a investigation check on the shoe prints? To, if they're wearing armor or anything, I can glean from that.
It looks like they were wearing shoes that they were going more for quiet than protection.
Alright, we going up or down? Up seems logical to get into the fortress, but down there could be enemies.
Yeah, but if they're below us and they try and climb up, we can always catch them in that choke point.
We could also get flanked if we get into a fight up top. I don't mind either way.
Okay, I'll go first down just in case there's traps, and I guess we'll clear from the bottom up.
Down it is.
Anybody have any additional torches they can hand me?
I can give you one, or Aurora, either way.
I will hand you a torch.
I used on my oil on Perwin's Dick Dragon friend.
Well worth it.
If they handed me a torch, I'd like to ignite it.
Yep, I did. Got 9 more. The last torch was my light cantrip.
How did Zeke's token get changed to a... Zeke's token got changed to a lantern.
All I see is black, so I'm just trusting you guys.
Hold on, something went a little sideways here.
They call me the lantern.
So if I'm holding the shaft of the lantern in my hand, what am I actually holding?
I think it's like a metal ring.
Not my magnifying glass.
Okay, let me try putting Zeke in there again. Okay, there we go. Okay, is that showing up for you guys?
Yep, I see it.
Okay. And there is one door to the south.
Let's go, Rook Boy.
Uh-oh, it all went dark, but I'll do an investigation check on the door.
Did the torch light it back up?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. The door to the south is not locked or trapped. I caught my daughter's crud a little bit.
Is this whole wall a door? Is it like a big double door?
Yeah. So there you go.
That's never a good thing.
I'll just assume that you opened it.
Let go.
All right, I guess I'll work on this left door first. Left is always right.
I'm gonna scout ahead a bit just to make sure we're in the clear. At least we won't get someone coming in on us.
Gayer, make a perception check.
Oh shit.
Well, actually, everybody can make a perception check, for that matter. Yipes. Okay, so Perrin warns everybody. He says, spiders to the south, spiders to the south. And we will now roll initiative. I'm locking the tokens, and it is initiative time. Ooh, my stars, I tell ya. Alright, Zeke is first. And I need to unlock those tokens.
Is anybody rolling for Stu?
Oh,
I got him.
Oh yeah, she was in there. Okay, yep. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, so Zeke is first.
All right, let me just do a little measuring here. All right, I'll just drop the kind of torch at my feet and use my light crossbow, and I'm going to shoot at the wolf spider that I can see. And I'll use my bonus action to do my Kinsley shot.
Okay. So that's 13 damage?
I think it's 12.
12, yes. And that's this one, right?
Yes, sir. It's the only one I can see.
Okay. Then it is Perrin's turn. And Perrin will probably... double check on his movement. 25 feet. Okay, so... I'm going to do a hand crossbow shot. And that will kill this guy. And Shu is next.
Alright, I went ahead and moved him. And he's going to do tried and true. If I can find it. But yeah, it's cantrip. I'll shoot the one on the right.
For 14 damage. Okay. Aurora.
What? And just hold here and hold my action to take a swing if one comes within range.
Okay. Looks like it's in range, so go ahead and swing.
You hit 15 damage.
Ouch. And Gayer, your turn.
I will flank.
Sorry, it's actually only 10 damage on that.
Okay.
It looks like it was automatically adding it even though I wasn't raging.
Okay, I gotcha.
And I assume I have advantage, so it's a 22 to hit.
Okay, he's dead. He's going to dash up there, and Zeke, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move behind him and attack with the dagger and just do the blow.
Actually, the dagger hit killed him.
Alright, cool. That was just my martial arts. I have to use my key point. Sweet.
I'm going to go peek around the corner and tell Zeke to get to work on those doors.
This is an archway. Leading into a chamber beyond. Ooh, what's that? Hey, there's a new icon on my list of icons.
can I do a survival check real quick to see if there's any salvageable venom from the spiders?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hold at this corner and watch for anything to come through.
You are not able to harvest any venom from those guys.
Alrighty, when you guys are ready, I'll start checking the doors.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna tell Perrin he should go assist, and I'll keep watch here.
Okay, I am assisting. I'm not sure which door you're on, but I'm assisting.
We'll go left first.
Okay. The left door is locked and trapped.
Alright, first roll will be for the trap. I tell everyone to get back.
Wait, are you on the right or the left? Because your character's on the right.
He said left door, so I...
Okay.
Yeah, his character is on the right, but you were saying left door, so...
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, the trap is disarmed. And the lock is opened.
Do I hear anything or see anything through this archway?
You can hear what sounds like maybe dripping water or flowing water, and kind of a skittering sound.
Okay. I'll move back up and I'll let them know there might be more spiders down that way.
I ready a dagger to come for us back and shoot the room.
Step in.
Okay. There's an archway that opens up into the chamber beyond.
I take a peek around. Do I see anything next to me?
Make a perception check.
I have proficiency, so I give her advantage.
There's a troll waiting on the far end of the corridor that has not spotted you yet.
Do we want to try to lock it in here, or do we want to try to take it out?
Is it in this next room? Sorry, I didn't.
It's down this way, so down this corridor all the way to the west.
We want to try to quietly move up, and then if anyone, maybe we can take some surprise attacks with the people who have rain.
Honestly, this would be a decent place for us to take a rest later too. If we clear this out, and then we need to recover a bit before we try to storm the castle.
Yeah. Other than the fact that it is stinky, but otherwise it's a pretty good place.
I'm down to take it out, but what do you guys want to do?
Anybody else have any flask of oil or anything like that on them?
I've got a tinderbox.
I know at least one person has a flask of oil because you've been running a lantern.
Do we need a long rest? I thought we had taken one.
Well,
I'm
not
just
right
saying,
now
if
you
things
don't,
get
but you
crazy
will.
down
Okay.
here, this would be a good place to
Gotcha.
pull up. We could clear this whole bottom level and take a break if we need to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What do you guys think?
Oh, guys, I don't have any more flask of oil. I use it on the lantern now in that last roll. But we can always go for the old ball bearings and beat down.
I mean, we also have these torches. I don't know if that would help us or not.
Do you want to take long range shots at it, or?
Wait a minute, we still have that hunter's trap?
Orson, I think, was the one who had that.
Yeah, Orson was the hunter trapper.
Well, if we're planning on fighting it, I can sneak up and deploy my ball bearings at that arch, and then y'all, Gare and Aurora can be on either side of it. So when it comes through and slips, you guys can just waylay as much as possible.
Yeah, we could maybe block it in that arch, kind of bottleneck it.
Okay. I'm gonna move up into the next room and get in position.
I'll hide around this corner, and as soon as he throws out the ball bearings on the other side of this arch, I'll kind of try to block off one part of it. She's gonna hide up here behind this wall.
Okay, let's do initiative then. Okay, Shu is first.
Right. So has he already put the ball bearings down?
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, yeah, then they're already down.
I think.
I'll put a marker where they are. So, oh, there you go. Thank you.
So yeah, I'll step up there then with Gayer as soon as he puts them down to try to block the path. And then Shu will start to fight out by throwing an Eldritch Blast. A 10. He'll use his hold on. So he'll add 2d4 to that roll.
Okay.
So 5, so 15 total.
Okay, that hits.
6 force damage. And I think that'll be it.
Aurora, it is your turn.
And it's still further down this tunnel.
Can you see it? It's all the way at the end of the tunnel. And I moved him accidentally.
I will use bonus action to rage and then hold my action to hit him when he comes our direction.
Hey, can I also... I'm sorry, I'm not used to Shu's character completely. Can I throw a Hex on as a bonus action?
Yeah, I think so. As long as it's,
Yeah, it's a bonus action. I forgot it in the actual turn, so I won't.
Right,
count the
right. I get
damage
it.
for
Yeah,
this
I get
turn,
it.
But for future turns, when he hits them, it'll be there.
Is that like ongoing or is it a one-time thing?
I put it in chat. You should be able to hit spell. There, it should open up, but it's an ongoing 1 hour thing. So you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack.
Okay, and what ability do you want him to have disadvantage on when he makes an ability check?
Probably Dex, since we got some ball bearings right here.
Okay.
Nice.
Works for me. Okay, and Aurora, your turn is done, correct?
Yep, just bonus rage and then holding my action when he gets close.
Okay, Gayer, your turn.
I will also hold my action for when he gets up here. And attack when he gets in range.
Okay, let's see what kind of range I've got here. That should have gone up to 3. That's strange. Okay, whatever. So I'm going to throw an inspiration onto Gayer for when he attacks. And that will give him, what is his inspiration dice right now?
I think it's a 6.
I think it's a 6. I don't see it on here, but I think it's a 6. Wonder why it's not on there. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't say if inspiration is like an action or a bonus action. I'm going to assume it's an action. It's on there twice. That's interesting. Oh, okay. It's different. That's the one I meant to click.
Okay.
Bardic inspiration on Gayer, and it is a 1d6.
And it should be a bonus action. Yeah, you use a bonus action.
Okay. Zeke, it is your turn.
I'd just like to, because I can't see him, I'd just like to ready a crossbow until he's within range. I guess ready my attack action.
Okay. Well, then here comes the troll.
Hey, before he gets here, I don't want to throw this on you. Can my melee hit? Can I hold my action for it to be a spell melee hit?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I would want to do. So I'll ping it now.
Wrathful Smite. So an extra 1d6 psychic damage. Okay. Wisdom
And
saving throw.
Frighten.
Yeah. Okay. So that was Shu's move then? Is that right?
No, sorry, I was just saying that's going to be my held action.
Okay,
For Gayer.
Shu is next then.
Okay, and he'll do the same thing as always.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Aurora. Waiting.
Yes. Still waiting.
Need to.
You might want to actually move one square to the southwest.
Yeah, that way he can't get through.
And Gayer.
Just waiting.
And Perrin is going to either shoot or maybe cast something. Perrin is going to cast a vicious mockery on him and try to coax him into paying less attention to the ball bearings. And that's a wisdom save, DC 13. And he actually passed. So it's Zeke's turn.
Alright, I'll do my Kinsis shot with my bonus action and just ready my attack action.
Oh, Lord, he coming.
You can use a bonus action to make a ranged attack to make it more deadly when you do so. Any target you hit with a ranged attack using Kensai weapon takes an extra 1d4 damage of the weapon's type. Okie dokie. Let's see what happened when he hit the... Oh, he fell prone when he hit the whatever. Everybody who's got readied attacks can go ahead and take them, and you're going to have advantage. He's going to have disadvantage.
Was I able to get a shot when he came in range before he fell down, so I don't lose my advantage?
Yeah. Wrathful Smite, and that's a wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to roll to see if I hit him first.
Okay.
Because it's on it lets me make a melee attack when I cast it.
I rolled mine. It was a 24 to hit for 16 damage.
Yep,
And
got
this
it.
should be advantage because he's prone.
Yeah. That was taking the advantage into account.
Cool. So I hit with a 19, and it'll be for 9 slashing and 2 psychic.
Okay. Is there another effect with that Wrathful Smite, or is it just extra damage?
Yes, he makes a spell save, 15 wisdom saving throw, and if he fails it, he is frightened of me.
Okay.
I like to scare people.
So he's going to stand up from prone, which will provoke from Aurora and Gayer.
Yeah, mine was just a regular 12 piercing.
Yep, I got it.
I think you have to use your reaction to use your held action, so I don't think we'll get to react to him standing up.
Okay.
I could be mistaken, but I think when you hold an action, you're using your reaction to do it.
Wait a minute. He dashed. He can't do that this round.
Gotcha. And can he make a saving throw since I hit him with that attack?
Yeah, I already did it. He failed.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, so yeah, he's frightened of me, and same rules apply. He can't move closer to us willingly, and all his attacks would be a disadvantage. This one, he doesn't save it at the end of his turn. He can use an action to try to save again.
Yeah. Right on. Oh boy. Okay, looks like it's Shu's turn.
You already know.
The ball bearing beatdown.
So he's on the ground, so an Eldritch Blast will actually be disadvantaged.
Yes. Any ranged attack will be disadvantage.
Alright. Then he will critically fail. And I'm assuming fall prone.
Yep.
And he'll stand up, I guess, since he has
That-
used his movement.
Next turn. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Aurora, it is your turn.
So from 24 to hit for 18 damage.
24 to hit for 18 damage. Ouchie, ouch. Gare, your turn.
Damage, 24 to hit.
Okay.
Listen, Aurora and I are becoming the Bash Bros right now.
Well, that works. Works for me, if it works for you guys.
I mean, I think we detest each other a little bit, but at the same time, I think we're working well together.
Like yin and yang, just basically turning into a pinata.
I've got the sword and shield. She's just going all ham with the great sword.
And I think Perrin, I don't think he's going to shoot. I think Thunder Wave is an area effect, which I don't know if I want that.
Yeah, because it looks like it originates from you.
What about Thunderclap? No, same thing. Okay, I'll just shoot him. Or maybe... I'm going to do a flank. I'm going to acrobat my way over. Doop!
Oh god, Perrin's gonna die.
And he is flanked. And I will get 6 piercing damage. Okay. Alright, Zeke, your turn.
Same as before, I'll use my bonus action for my Tensei shot, and then just ready a crossbow shot in case the troll stands up.
Alrighty. Okay, now the troll will stand up and provoke from everybody and their cousin. Badoop. So Perrin, Gayer, and Aurora.
And my ready shot.
23 to hit for 17.
And you all have advantage because he's flanked. Zeke did not hit.
7 damage. Disadvantage for what it's worth.
So the bite will hit. The second claw will miss. Or, I'm sorry, the first claw will miss. The second claw is going to...
Would that critical fail make him fall and not let that claw go through?
Actually, it would. Yeah. I missed that somehow. That was odd. That damage came out on the claw thing, but it's the bite damage for the first attack, and that was directed towards Gayer. And he is now prone again for a critical miss. And that's that second and third. Well, the third claw didn't happen. So, so it is Shu's turn now.
He will stand up, dust himself off. And try again. We're a 10. Shu really sucks. I'm assuming that misses.
Yep. Aurora, your turn.
$15 to hit.
That hits.
16 to hit.
Okay, Gayer.
And I will use the inspiration. So 13 to hit.
Plus 1d6.
Yeah,
oh,
so
that is the
12
plus 1d6.
Yeah.
And a 13 does not hit.
Got it.
Sadly. Alright, Perrin is trying to figure out if he's got something that can start a fire, and I don't think he does. Yeah, not really. Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, so, but he can finish him off and drop him. So he is down, but he has not taken any fire or acid damage yet.
Quick, somebody burn him with the torch. I'm gonna grab the torch from Zeke and just try jabbing it into him. See if I can light him on fire.
How many torches? I think, let me see if Perrin has any torches. Perrin doesn't have any torches. It would be a good idea if there were multiple people with torches. I was sure somebody had oil. You really want oil.
It could have been Orson.
Let me see.
Yeah, I used all my oil on the last troll. I had like one oil in my lantern, the other two I used on the last troll.
Would a tinderbox help?
Not really.
I have 10 candles.
No, Orson doesn't have any oil or torches.
I swear we bought like 30 torches or more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody has them in their... Wait, is it in the group list?
No, I was just checking that. There's no oil in there. I have nine other torches though.
Chu has 10 torches as well, so he'll come up and act like he actually did something in this fight.
Okay, so if you guys have like 3 torches going at once, you'll be able to set them on fire without much problem.
Cool.
Pinata.
We'll light one of my torches as well.
Okay.
Alright, first step, guys. We need to buy some more oil when we get out of here.
That's been my goal for a while.
Yeah, oil is really the best choice.
Flaming oil ball bearings were perfect.
I'm gonna help Zeke pick up all the ball bearings
Do we have any marshmallows?
and tell him sorry for kicking some off the the bridge earlier.
Bit useful, aren't they?
They help. I was just mad you wouldn't let me kill the bear.
Okay, we can.
Alright, I think I'm good to go still. Do we want to clear this bottom level and then maybe try to hole up in here if we need to?
I think it's a good idea, though I'm kind of disheartened by that blood trail.
Yeah, I guess we should investigate this area first.
The troll has some dead bodies over here that it was devouring.
Yum.
So basically, you got a couple of half-eaten dead bodies.
Let's not stay in here unless we have to. Maybe one of the other rooms will be a bit cleaner.
I'd like to do an investigation to see if there's any useful equipment that the troll didn't eat.
Okay. You are not finding anything.
Not the best roll.
Alright, I'm gonna take Gayer.
Zeke walks in, kicks a body or two, looks on the blood, like, nah, we're good.
I'm gonna go keep an eye at the end of the hall again while they work on the other door.
Okay. Seems to be pretty quiet to the south. Go ahead and investigate the east door. Let me get Perrin back over there.
Right, working on the east door.
So Perrin can assist. Okay, the east door is locked and trapped.
Alright, it's trapped, everybody but me and Perrin step back.
And he will assist. So that will disarm the trap. And that will unlock the door, actually.
So in all this disarming of the trap, was I able to gather any useful equipment from all the traps being disarmed?
How I usually handle that is if you get a critical success, you can keep the trap.
That is awesome. Cool.
Otherwise, I just consider it gone.
I can step in first if you want.
Ladies first.
Okay, let me get the barrier out of your way. Takes kind of a second. There we go.
Just step aside. Let Zeke do his work. Oh. Great.
Come on over here, Shu.
Alright, Perrin once more into the breach.
The south door is locked and trapped. And it is no longer trapped. And it is no longer locked.
Oh, what fresh hell is this?
Looks like a really fun room here.
This room has 2 buzz saws that are going back and forth along the wall, perpendicular to the wall. So it's like this one is going back and forth this way, and this one is going back and forth this way. And you can see there is one lever sitting in the floor right here.
I've been in a room like this before.
Would have been useful for troll disposal.
And then there is just some like general flotsam and garbage sitting around this side here.
So are those saws moving currently, you were saying?
Yep, they're both going side to side.
I'm gonna push the lever.
Nothing happens when you press the lever at all. If you throw the toggle.
My investigation check was for the general garbage, if there's anything useful, particularly flammable.
The garbage is just, there's nothing flammable. Because it all kind of mingled together, and basically garbage has, you know, like a lot of wet stuff in it, so.
Got it.
So there's nothing in there that you can set on fire.
Alright, let's go clear this last area, hopefully.
We see anything if we peer around this archway?
Make a perception check.
I'll give her advantage.
Hey. Yes, there are spiders and mushrooms in this area back here.
Can I tell with that roll how many spiders?
3. Sorry, 4.
Bottleneck them again, maybe?
The old ball bearing beatdown.
Well, spiders are less likely to respond to the ball bearing trap. But
You could probably fire an Eldritch Blast down that way and get their attention.
let me see if I've got... Just gotta check and see if they noticed you.
Yeah, I can frontline fight with you guys a little bit.
Not really. So you want to attack them?
Yeah, if everyone's in place, Shu will start it out with an Eldritch Blast.
Well, they don't know you're there yet, so why don't you can...
Everyone can ready an attack, and then he can fire.
Yeah, you can fire the Eldritch Blast while everyone readies an attack, if you want to do it that way. Wait for him to come to you, basically, is what you're going to do.
Did you want us to roll initiative now?
Yeah, sure. Eldritch Blast. 2 force damage. Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's everybody. So Aurora is first, and you're going to hold your action till they come to you. Is that right?
Yes, but I'm not going to rage yet because I'm not sure what their distance is.
Okay, Zeke.
Yeah, I draw a dagger and ready an attack action.
Okay. Gayer.
Ready the attack action.
Okay, giant spider. 30-foot movement. Okay, Shu.
Boom. 1 whole force damage.
Hey, ouch.
And as a bonus action, I should have done this first, but I'll learn my lesson eventually. He's going to move his hex, because it lasts for an hour, and he can move it to any target he can see. And I'll put disadvantage on wisdom. On this giant spider right in front.
So he's got a hex on him?
Yep.
Okay. Giant wolf spider. I'm not sure if I was even doing the effects of the last hex correctly. I might have forgotten.
He never hit after he casted it.
Gotcha. Come on, man. Yeah, okay. Giant wolf spider. And Perrin. Perrin is going to shoot the big one. And he missed. Giant wolf spider. Alright, Aurora, your turn.
Going to bonus action rage and then just continue holding my action.
When you rage, do you like let out a scream? Do you like flex your muscles? How's that go?
I'll let you know when I think of something for it.
Well, whatever it is, keep it in mind for when Gayer's turn comes up.
You could
Okay,
swing your
here it
sword
is.
around in a big circle and stretch your arms out.
True. I don't know if it should be a yell because I'm also thinking if we're in situations where we maybe don't want to be that loud and to draw more attention. So it's
What about like a grunt then when we're trying to be sneaky?
when you first asked me, I was really just gonna say, yeah. But
That's
no,
amazing.
Puts her hair up in a bun.
I will think of something better. I'll make it really detailed just for you. By next time, I mean next session, not the next time I rage today.
Okay.
All right.
So it's Zeke's turn.
Same thing, since I'm on the front line, I'm actually just going to hold my dagger in one hand and just ready an attack action when a spider gets in melee distance.
Okay. Gayer?
Ayer is going to say, that looks dope as fuck. And he's going to bonus action try to rage by copying whatever it is Aurora is doing. And then he's going to use his action. He's going to look at her, smile like, yeah, he did it. Like, I'm raging too. And he's going to hold his sword out ready to swipe when a spider gets in range.
Gives you the nastiest glare.
Just keep smiling.
Let's see, I think it won't be able to get quite that close. It won't be able to get into the doorway there. Let me zoom in and look at that a little closer.
Yeah, it looks like 2 half squares are taken up.
Yeah, I think
But it's
he's...
still too wide.
Yeah, I think he's going to be too wide. Just by a tiny little bit. And he could probably squeeze through there. I don't know. But I'll just count it as too wide.
Would we still be able to reach for our attacks that were held?
Well, if you can reach, if you have a 10-foot reach, then yes. But if it's just the adjacent square, then no.
So only one of us will probably be able to hold this corner, but you could probably go through and sneak beside him.
But if you have something like a
Or like
spear
above him.
or any weapon with reach, then yeah, you can attack.
Right. You have a lance? Yeah.
Well, my ready action, I'll throw my dagger at him.
Okie doke. You can use the lance if you want to. It's not as effective when you're not mounted, but you're welcome to use it. So that hits for 5 plus 2 is 7. All right.
I think Shu just got skipped.
I think you're right. That's what I was thinking. I just skipped Shu. Okay, Shu, go ahead. Gonna Eldritch Blast.
Yep, 9.
And that's gonna miss.
Man, Shu sucks. I'm sorry about my brother, guys. He's just not himself today.
If anybody had any readied melee attacks, you can hit that giant wolf spider that just crawled into the archway. Seven plus 8 is 15. Giant wolf spider.
I did 10 more.
And that will kill him. So the next one will come in and take his place, and I don't think there's any other readied actions right now that you guys can do on this guy.
You're correct.
And so it's Perrin's turn, so he is going to shoot.
Oh shit.
Critical hit. It shouldn't be his turn again already. I think I moved the wrong one. I think it was supposed to be this one. So this guy is going to move up here, I guess. And actually, he's got enough movement to move in, attack, and move out, so he can do that. So I will do the bite on Aurora, hitting an armor class of 11, and move back, which will provoke.
That and the sentinel on him.
Okay.
And it would be a 25 to attack for the sentinel.
Yes.
16 damage.
Okay.
Say
And
that.
I got 8 damage on top of that if a 14 hits.
Oh, so 16 and then an additional 8? That will kill it.
And it looks like Zeke got a hit 2 with a 7.
Mighty backhand.
It was already dead.
Turn and look at him. Still look really cool.
Doesn't feel good when someone takes the kill before you, does it?
So that you can barely manage it.
Okay,
It's
it is
unbearable.
Zeke's turn.
Wait, did Aurora get skipped there?
Did she?
I think she did.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It is Aurora's turn.
Okay. I will. Can I try to move past that giant wolf spider and get on the side of this giant spider?
With an acrobatics check, you can do that. That will not get you past the spider.
Alright, then
The web's got you.
Yeah.
It's the web.
I'll just take my attack at the giant wolf spider that's still there.
Okay.
21 to hit for 19 damage.
Jesus.
Okay, that kills him.
Chill out, Aurora.
Alright, it is Zeke's turn now.
That's what real rage looks
This is what real rage looks like.
I got this. You're about to see my
Yeah.
rage.
All right. Am I able to make it to that corner, or do I need to take an athletics check?
Yeah, no, you can make it to that corner now without an athletics check.
All right, and I'm going to do a unarmed. I'm going to have a dagger in one hand, do an unarmed strike, and then follow with a few hit blows.
Okay, so 8. So 20 total.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, okay. Then it's Gayer's turn. And Gayer kills it.
Meow. That's what real rage looks like.
catching up in the kill count finally, you see.
Yeah, slow start, but once I got my rage going, I'm a new animal now. Looks like there might be some more ahead of us, guys.
waiting for one to have a sack that just spews acid everywhere. Kill it.
This acid ain't shit.
Anybody
Wait
want
for
to peek in
me.
this room?
This is a room that has a waterfall of slime on the west wall coming down, and a lot of fungus in it.
Is that the room that Gayer's in, or the one that I'm standing in front of?
The room that Perrin and Gayer are in.
Okay.
Gayer is going to look around, and if there's no enemies,
This room has a small pool in it, about 10 foot in diameter.
I'd like to whistle for Perrin and ask him for an Arcana check. I guess I'll do a regular investigation check if Aurora wants to help me.
I have to be proficient in that AG, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I thought you were.
There's nothing obviously magical about this pool. Okay, as you're investigating, a giant snake leaps out and attacks. And make a dexterity saving throw.
All of us, or
Just Zeke. Oh, Zeke's okay. That's right.
Sherlock Holmes for the win.
Okay. And go ahead and roll initiative.
Danger Noodle.
Perrin. There you are. Gayer, you can roll initiative over there too.
question: would a minute have passed by?
Minute since what?
Not asked since our last fight,
No.
so I could still be raging.
Yeah.
sorry, we're rolling
Meow.
initiative. I had to answer the door.
Oh yeah, no worries. Okay. And one more for Gayer. All right.
Got it.
And Zeke is first.
All right, I'm going to move up, have my dagger in one hand, and then just do a unarmed strike, spend another key point, do a Fury of Blows.
Okay. And that kills it.
I just start slow clapping for Zeke.
Just strangling a snake.
It's just...
Gayer is oblivious to all of that and is currently trying to find which mushroom looks the most delicious.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck. I'm fine. Am I fine?
Yeah, you're fine. Okay. You are standing in a patch of yellow mold.
But how is the mushroom?
It's yellow mold.
But how was the mushroom?
It's covered in yellow mold, that's how.
Was it delicious?
Did you eat it?
Yeah.
Well, wait a second. Is it?
Like, unless it looks like super toxic. If it's like glowing or something, he probably won't. But if it looks like a normal mushroom,
Yellow mold grows in dark places, and one patch covers a 5-foot square. If touched, the mold ejects a cloud of spores that fills a 10-foot cube, originating from the mold.
oh yeah, he's not gonna eat it then if it ejects spores at him.
Any creature must succeed in a DC 15 Constitution save or take 11 poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute, etc., so forth.
Yeah, no, he's not eating it if it just kind of exploded on him.
Can I take out a javelin and just dip the wooden side into this well just to see if it does anything?
Yeah, make a
Guys.
perception check.
The mushrooms aren't any good.
I can give her advantage on that.
Can confirm.
Thank God for your advantage.
That was with advantage?
Yeah, Zeke assisted.
Okay. Then it's not a huge bowl, but you can tell there's something rattling around the bottom.
Should I drink it?
Would we be able to tip the bowl over? Or is it
What the heck?
unmovable?
Ooh, we do have a grappling hook. We can do the grappling hook, tie it to my 10-foot pole, and kind of use it to, kind of scoop out what's at the bottom.
Is 10-foot full of euphemism?
Those
No, I'm Asian.
Games are a money sinkhole, don't you know? It's gonna turn into a claw grab. Do we want to see if we can knock it over first? Maybe it'll just dump out the water.
I worry it'll angry at God or something.
Is there any like inscriptions or anything on this?
Well, Karen checked it for magic. I'm not sure if you checked the inscriptions.
Give me just a moment.
You're all good.
But it's a secret door.
Huh. So my mouse cursor vanished, and it's not coming back.
You have a wireless mouse.
It's only 9 minutes from
Could
our
it be
break time.
dead batteries?
No, it's not wireless, but it is acting like the battery's dead. Maybe it kind of fell out of the plug a little bit. Let's see. Let's try unplugging it and replugging it. Oh, hey, look at that. That was easy.
IT Help Desk 101.
I'm over here pressing function F3, function F5, blah, 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 alt tab, control tab. Anyway, okay, well, we're back. No, there are no special inscriptions on the basin.
Would we be able to tip it over? Or is it like solid stone?
It's kind of like integral to the floor, molded into the floor.
Well,
All right.
I think you were spot on, Zeke.
Yeah, I think we want to use our rope, the grappling hook, and a 10-foot pole, and kind of secure the grappling hook to the end of the 10-foot pole, and just kind of like dredge out the bottom of that pool, scooping out anything we can.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna hold my blade at the ready in case anything else jumps out of there.
Whack-a-mole.
She was gonna go over into this corner and just brood for a little while. It's not his day.
He's still prone, it looks like.
One second.
He is prone in the heart.
I don't know what type it needs.
You fished out a teddy bear. I'm sorry if I chopped its head off.
Okay. Do you have the little panel that goes here?
I don't.
Because it might need that for the battery to work.
I'm gonna pull my shirt down and look at your desk.
No. Turn around and go back.
Why?
Because you don't have pants on, that's why.
That's why I was pulling my shirt down.
I know, but you still can't do that. You gotta go upstairs. Phrases heard in a household with a 7-year-old daughter. Stay away from the webcam. You don't have pants on.
I think that's a good life lesson, especially in the world of Zoom calls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's been a thing. It's been an actual thing. Like I've got to train my daughter. You do not get in front of the webcam unless you're fully clothed.
Oh yeah, my mom loves to tell a story of when I was very, very young and I answered our front door completely naked after a bath time.
Yeah.
It never gets old to her.
Yeah. That's
What's wrong with that? I
parents.
Still do that.
Parents always have this story that never gets old. So.
All right. So we're digging out this well. We're trying to figure out what's in the bottom.
You pull out a sword, and let's see if you're going to get anything else.
Is it just a regular longsword?
I like how we're up to our
Great
knees
sword.
in hobgoblin, spider, and troll blood, and now we're just trolling around for more treasure.
It's a bastard sword.
A lot of colorless swords out here.
Are bastard swords? I don't know this off the top of my head. Are they two-handed or one-handed?
They're either. You can use them as. They're like 1.5-handed swords.
So they're like a long sword. You can use it either way.
Yeah, basically.
Alright, I'll do an investigation check on the new bastard if Parent wants to do it.
I don't know if there's technically a bastard sword in 5e. It might just be the same stats as a long sword, but there is at least a cosmetic difference. Like the bastard sword is just a tad longer and just a tad bigger. And there's also some metal clanking around that's not going to be coming up with your hook.
I'm definitely just going to reach in and try to grab it. How deep did you say this was?
Yeah, I'd recommend at least doffing your armor.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Guys, don't touch the mushrooms. As I reach my arm into this pool of water.
So you find those items.
Ka-ching.
Aren't you glad I did that? Sometimes it pays to be stupid.
Yeah, it's true.
Other times
What
you
can I
almost
say?
eat yellow mold. You wanna put this in the party bag, Aurora?
Those are the first coins you found today, right? For this session? I think they are.
Yes.
For this session, yeah.
Okay.
He's asking if there was more.
So did it just seem like just normal water? Is it like a spring? Is it just stagnant water?
It's actually very fresh, clear water.
It was till your mushroom ass hopped in it.
Oddly, that's not the first time I've been called mushroom mats. And Shu says I used to be a stick in the mud. Can you believe this guy? So, how long do you think it's been since we've entered this whole place?
The entire keep?
Yeah.
A few hours. Or no, probably closer to 10 to 12 hours.
I think we should definitely take a rest then.
We to rest down here or back in that other area for the troll.
This area actually has water. I can go back and lock that door. We can kind of camp here by this fresh
I
water.
don't think there was a door to this area. Oh, I guess there was the one right by the ladder. I like that idea. Yeah, go lock that up. And we'll set up camp here.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you don't have to manually walk back to it if you don't want to. We can just count it locked.
Can you reset the traps?
No. Only if you had rolled a critical success and you were able to reuse the traps could you do that.
I knew you could take them with the critical. I didn't know if you could reset. But
No,
sounds good.
if you have a success that is not critical, they're considered gone.
Got it.
No, but we do have ball bearings by the archway.
Yeah, you got that.
Like best 2 copper ever.
We got a gayer by the archway.
So your long rest is going to be a long rest because it has to be another. Let's see. Has to be another 14 hours before you can actually do it again. So if there's anything that you want to do in terms of downtime activity for a few hours, then feel free.
I'd actually like to show everybody the modifications I've made to their shoes, the hidden compartments. So
Okay.
everybody actually has a hidden compartment on each one of your shoes. It's small enough to hold the DM's discretion. I think it's like a small vial, a gem, a couple coins, or maybe a dart, or thieves' tools.
Oh. Thank you. That was
Thank you.
very nice of you.
Yep, he's been cobbling shoes in the background while you guys were adventuring. And as a result, you have some secret compartments now. When Orson left, did the medicine proficiency leave with him?
Nah, I'm still a medic.
Okay, well that's good. There's 2 copies of his character. I wonder why.
While we kind of wait, I think Gayer, I don't think he's done it in character yet. He's going to kind of share some of his and Shu's backstory. If you want, I can actually RP it out, or if you guys know it, I don't have to.
I'm down to,
Yeah.
though I
Share some
Don't.
backstory.
could fill Perrin in chat and stuff if you want before next week.
Cool. So as we kind of set up and all that kind of stuff, and I imagine we'll probably get a campfire going, if possible. Just kind of ask if any of you guys had heard of Hold on, let me pull it up. Hera, or if you've heard of Despair. Hera's kind of a prevalent god in the area, so if you have any religious background, then you'll know who Hera is. I'm not sure DM can tell me how well known Despair would be.
Well, they probably would know most of the gods, and those are both relatively major gods. So, and Despair is what outsiders call it, or non-worshippers usually. Despair is actually not that god's name. It's a god with multiple personalities, and it changes from time to time. So,
And I think we don't know which version of
yeah,
Despair. So he'll begin telling the story about how the Sears family, Shu and I's family, has always been a chosen family, chosen champions of Hera. And for whatever
hey, honey, we'll be
reason,
taking a break in a few minutes, okay? So I'll be up there in a few minutes. You can talk to me then.
Despair grew jealous of this and put a curse on our family line. The curse being that the men, when they turn 25, um, get branded with a mark of despair and are pulled to the dark side, essentially. They're pulled towards despair. And that's been going on for probably a couple hundred years that we know of, our family. And the women in the family are cursed that if they um, are ever falling in love, if they ever get married, then the men they marry will die after 3 years. So he goes on to explain how our mother fell in love twice. Both men knew of the curse and still chose to be with her. So my dad is different than Shu's. We kept the Cirrus name, even though that wasn't our father's names. At 24, right before my 25th birthday, our family found me dead. They're not sure how it happened. They buried me at a holy site for Hera. And for about 3 years, she would come on the day that I was found dead and visit my gravesite. And the first 2 years, nothing happened. But the third year, he saw me actually there at the monastery at the Holy Temple of Hera. And I was serving as a knight, as a guard for Hera and for the temple. I had no recollection of him. He came and talked to me and explained everything. Didn't believe him at first, but I just remember waking up from that gravesite and having to dig my way out. And I had no memories. All I had was on my shoulder a mark of Hera. Shu shows his at this point in the conversation, shows his, he has the mark of despair on that same shoulder. Mine was replaced at some point. Not sure why, but I don't have the drawing to despair anymore. We've only been back together for a few months, and we've decided to travel around. Shu always talks about how I've changed. I used to be incredibly lawful and a stick in the mud, as he always says. which is obviously you guys, when you hear this, is kind of confusing because you haven't seen that from me. But yeah, so we're just trying to figure out what the gods want from us. Shu still has the mark of despair, and I have the mark of Hera.
I think it's reasonable that he went through a personality change when that happened.
And I have absolutely zero memories of before, but I do have dreams sometimes of a battle, potentially where I died. I'm not sure. I don't really know what to make of it. The dreams don't show a lot of details, but I have this reoccurring dream of the same fight over and over again.
Do you have memory of how you died?
I don't. I didn't even know my name when I came out of the grave. I simply had this mark of Hera, and I saw obviously the temple uh, next to the grave after I dug myself out, and obviously the symbols matched up, and they took me in, and that's where I received a lot of my training. Was with them. And you'll notice she will pipe in and talk about how his magic even changes. You'll notice based on um, kind of his journey that he's been on so far. At times, his magic will appear a certain color that's more specific towards Hera, and other times it'll be darker and black, like a dark green almost. Um, and that's the magic that he gets from despair.
Yeah, and they kind of compete for your faith.
Yeah,
So
she
they're
has
both
that competing thing. Gayer has no dark magic. You'll notice he never has anything that looks like that. It's all just the Hera magic and the holy magic.
but with you they're both kind of pulling you both each direction, so kind of creating this dichotomy. So that's a pretty cool backstory.
And
But
did
yeah.
you choose to be a paladin?
Did you say did I or why did I?
Both.
I spent months at the temple not really knowing what to do. They tried to help me remember, but I never did. And as I kind of heard teachings of Hera and love, and honestly, kind of odd how it's almost a polar opposite of despair. And it's all about love and marriage and life and fertility, and beauty is something that I guess almost being new to this world, I find beauty in so many things, and I feel like that gives me um, a connection with Hera, and I see Hera's beauty and love in a lot of things, and in a way fell in love with that and fell in love with Hera and all she stood for, and decided that, especially because I had no other idea of who I was, that since I was branded by Hera, had a choice. Obviously, I could have, they didn't tell me I had to do it, but I just began following around some of the other knights. And they began teaching me more about Hera, and eventually I dedicated myself to serving her. I left the temple with their blessing so I could find out more, because I knew this was bigger than anything I was going to discover there. But I think I definitely chose to because I love love, as corny as that is, and I love the beauty that I see in things. I hate the vile hatred and the disgustingness of this world, and I feel like I'm on a conquest from Hera to drive out that despair. And it's something, once I found out that despair was such a pain and a thorn to our family, with losing those you love or turning to despair, I felt like it was almost predestined that I fight against despair.
So you never feel the pull of despair anymore?
I don't. I fear sometimes for my brother and seeing the pull that it has on him, and that is, along with driving out despair from this world being my conquest, I also want to drive despair out of him. And if you're paying attention, you'll see Shu kind of rolls his eyes. He doesn't, and I'm speaking for him. He'll say all this himself. We've kind of talked it through. He loves me. He doesn't really know if he wants to be pulled away from despair fully, and doesn't know how to handle his big brother coming back. And it's only been a couple months, and me being so different is hard to accept as well. And I'll share with you guys, I want to share with you, I feel like we're going to be battling for a while, and if the gods do intervene, I want you all to be prepared for that. But I am definitely on a conquest against despair.
Do I believe what he said, specifically about not feeling a pull from despair, or the reasons why he chose to become a paladin, etc.?
Well, that's up to you unless you want to try to read them with an insight check.
I do.
Okay.
Feeling towards it.
Okay, so tell us, is that pretty true, or is that bending the truth a little bit?
you can tell Dare's not the best poker face. I mean, he can lie when he needs to, but I mean, you feel like you have a pretty good read on him. He's pretty straightforward, sometimes to the negative, as you've seen, and you would believe wholeheartedly that he is telling you the truth on that. It seems like despair has no hold on him whatsoever.
I'm pretty garbage.
If you're proficient, you can still assist her and give her advantage.
I don't think I am. I'll check.
Let's see if anybody else is. Perrin is not.
I'm not.
23 is plenty anyway. So, let's see.
I had a spare water skin that was filled with water, so I'd hopefully like to collect some of it into that water skin and poison it.
Well, I could taste test the water for you, since you could possibly. Well, actually, I think Gayer could heal me if it is poison.
Yeah, it's actually 100% pure water.
Yeah, then I'd like to, resupply all my water skins, and on one of them I'm going to use one of the doses of venom and kind of make it like a poisonous water skin. I'll keep that on me too.
To drink?
No, you never know when some poisonous water may come in handy.
Yeah, achievable.
Good reference.
Yes.
there anything I need to know about the venom that I put into that water skin? Like anything special, I guess, about that spidey venom?
Let's see. Looking it
Also,
up.
you're putting the vials or the venom in your inventory, or did you want it in the group inventory?
I mean, I'll take two. I'll take one or two of them if you want to put the other one in the group inventory. The way we'll have one poisoned water skin. I'll carry 2 vials, and the other one can be in the group inventory.
Okay.
And I'll actually give one of my vials to a parent.
Sorry, guys, I had to take a phone call. I'm back.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Just milk
It's
and
a
spiders.
good night to be chill for me because I'm kind of virus brain tonight anyway. So I'm going to introduce Perrin a little bit. Perrin is of a noble class and is recovering from alcohol addiction. Perrin is the older of 2 siblings, and he has isoptrophobia, the fear of mirrors. And he loves art and lives for treasure. When you first lay your eyes upon Perrin Smartfellow, your first thoughts may be, oh, wow, okay then. And you would certainly be justified in those thoughts. Easily identified by his bright yellow pantaloons, thick handlebar mustache, and his near-constant rhythmic drumming on any surface nearby, Perrin is a jovial halfling, by and large, a lover of fine arts and seeker of treasure. Perrin is surprisingly responsible with his finances and only spends money where he finds it necessary. Of course, the definition of necessary may differ from standard, but I digress. Known to swindle the rich to benefit the poor, Perrin is driven above all else by his desire to provide and protect his family, including a daughter who doesn't know he even exists. So long as what lies before him are an open road and not a mirror in sight, you can count on Perrin for a thumping good time all the time. And remember, don't waste good sand on making mirrors. It has much better uses. Please, no mirrors.
So is he sharing this with us?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you know the answer to this, but is there a reason behind your dislike of mirrors?
I think he just rolled a phobia quirk on the quirk table and decided on mirrors.
That's why I thought it was weird when he did mirror self, and I was like, wait a minute.
That's amazing.
Would we have noticed that he doesn't look at his mirror images? Or is he okay with looking at them? It's just the actual...
No, I think he would not look at them. So, but, I mean, you might have to ask him, but I would think he wouldn't look at them, so. But these are just some of the different quirks. He ended up with a phobia. They're not intended to have any mechanical effect. They're just intended for role-playing props.
So since I was talking about Hera and Despair, I will ask the group, and maybe Perrin can start if he has one. I take it from Zeke, he doesn't follow any deity, but curious if any of the rest of you guys have any dealings with the gods.
Well, if we're sharing backgrounds, and Zeke's willing to share a little bit, you have the time.
Perrin has nothing in his character sheet about any god worship, so I will assume that he is not a worshiper of any god. Hello?
No.
Oh, okay. Got very quiet.
So yeah, if you guys want, I can share Zeke's backstory.
Sure.
I would love to hear it.
All right. So as you sit around the campfire, he pulls out this very unnecessarily complex brass smoking pipe and begins to kind of light it and tell you a little bit about his background. So he was orphaned and raised by a very simple gnomish family. As he grew up, his family used him for some of the more physical tasks that you have in domestic life. Being a little bit taller, he get the things off the top shelf and what have you. And that upbringing kind of instilled in Zeke curiosity, intelligence, and respect for Granuk, the gnomish god of invention and all things unnecessary. So as he grew too tall,
Dwarvish. He's a dwarvish god, but the gnomes worship him too.
Dwarvish. Okay, my bad. As he grew too tall for the home, they sent him away to be enrolled in a neutral investigation order known as the Ordos. He became a neophile. The family was never cruel to him; they just could no longer house or feed him. So upon completion of training, he became a seeker. Now the Ordos generally deploy something called a shop. A shop is 3 people. It has 2 seekers and a keeper. A keeper is generally much more of your sage, elderly, wise, almost like librarians, where the seekers are more the field agents who go out and collect the information. They can be hired by the crown, guilds, or whoever to conduct investigations outside of the normal path. So during those normal investigations, he's seen terrible things committed in the name of good. He's also seen true evil as well. So he kind of has a mistrust for organized religions. He began to learn to kind of hide his gnomish behaviors by adopting a clever persona of a simple rustic cobbler. That would be the person you kind of first met with the accent. He's very cold and calculating, as you can tell, but he's never really cruel. He just has, when he has trouble thinking or he's stressed, you'll see him kind of light a pipe, and that was given to him as adopted gnomish father. And what he can tell you is he's here on assignment on a case, and for the first time he was sent without a shop. He has no backups. He's kind of looking for some allies in the area to assist him with his case as he slowly kind of put the pieces together.
Are you just investigating Falcon's Peak or something else?
He takes a long draft from the pipe, and as the smoke kind of billows around him, he says, "It's not a usual case. It's something particular to the order, possibly an internal affair. I'm looking for someone."
You don't have to, but we can help you look for him if you care to share who it is we're looking for.
Trouble is, I'm not quite sure myself. That's why I check behind every corner for a clue, see if something can be left behind to help me figure out why I've been placed here by myself.
Did they give you any kind of information about this person, if not a name? Any description?
Very little, other than I know what I'd see. I'm looking for it's a keeper. One of our keepers has actually not reported in. He has not been seen. So I'm looking to find. Not sure. As you can tell, we kind of like to play with our disguises and our personas. So we could have already met him, or we could never meet him. It's quite the Herculean task.
It's me.
Do you want any of these RP prompts? You don't have to use them if you don't want them, but they're there just as something that doesn't affect you mechanically, but it gives you prompts for role playing if you want them.
I do like the diplomatic immunity. That's actually kind of cool.
There you go. I'll put that in your bio.
Yeah, I think that also comes from my background as an investigator. A lot of times you can literally kind of just set up a crime scene, and either local law enforcement either hates us or they like us, like one strong feeling or the other.
But it doesn't legally matter. It's like they have to play ball.
Yeah, and people literally answer the questions we ask.
You can have an imaginary friend if you want.
Yeah, my own imaginary partner, since I don't have one, that is actually perfect. I love it.
And your liege or patron is already determined, so you might as
I'll
well
be
just
your
say that.
partner, buddy. Can you teach me to be a spy?
Spy? Who said anything about spying? Ain't nobody here a
All-
spy.
All spies do is lie, poison drinks, and sleep with queens. I can teach you
That-
how to find spies.
Doesn't sound like the worst gig in the world. That's all I'm saying.
It's not until you get caught, my friend.
Yes, but there's the trick. If I have a good friend, cover up for me.
Also, it's kind of hard to sneak around in full plate mail swinging bastard swords at head level.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess I'll just stick with being a barbarian with Aurora.
Actually, sorry, backtracking here a little. You, actually, sorry, never mind. I misread something.
Okay, no problem. So Aurora, it's your turn.
Hey, tall lady, you got anything to share? Actually, I'm assuming you're tall. Are you actually tall?
I'm 6 foot.
Ha, I'm taller. All right, strong lady. How about that?
Still have more kills though. Well, I grew up outside of Worcestershire in Siriska. If I pronounce any of this wrong, please let me know. I'm trying to. Grew up. My father was a prominent paladin of Irison. How do you pronounce that one?
Tirosine.
Tirosine?
Yep.
Okay.
The goddess of war.
And my mother is a cleric of Hera, and they were well known in our town. Long story short, when I was working at the temple, I met someone, had fallen in love. Around that time, there was also people going missing around the village. We weren't sure why, and I stumbled down one day looking for Quinn, and she wasn't in our usual meeting spot. And I found my father and oldest brother, Ellery, had killed her, without really any question. I just went into a rage, and I had wings that just sprung out of me and began fighting them. I ended up killing my father and severely wounding my older brother, but had to flee. I ended up getting caught, though, when trying to escape, and I was in prison until my younger brother was able to sneak me out one night, and since then I've been on the run. I joined a faction along my way, looking for work, and I worked for an organization called the Shrouded Syndicate. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
So, are you still being pursued?
I don't know actually if I'm being pursued or not. I don't know if they still care. It was been on the run now for about 3 years. Um, I know that my mother and my younger brother and sister have no idea why, and I can only imagine what I already told them.
This would be none of my business, but forgive me if I have a lack of manners. But how are you sure that it was them that killed her?
I saw her just taking pictures of my father during darker almost. He was spending much more time away. Um, just subtle changes over time, and then that, as well as people missing, I just kind of connected the dots, but didn't really realize it until I walked in that room underneath the temple, saw what was happening.
Was your brother also a paladin?
Yes, and I was going to be as well till that day.
So, do you blame? I can't remember the name of the god you were mentioning. Do you blame him?
It's she's actually a good. I'm not sure who's more to blame. For me, since then, I've just seen religion as a mask almost that people like to use to hide their true selves, their true motives and desires. Um, as of right now, I'm been feeling pulls to something darker. I try to fight it as I've fallen further away from my connection with her. But that's been hard to do when you've been on your own mostly.
You also mentioned Hera. Do you have a connection with her yourself?
I hold up my left hand and it's a tattoo of two hands cupping a heart. Um, I do believe in her. Um, just all the teachings and everything we heard from our mother. But it was nowhere near the connection I'd felt to Tyrosine. Wasn't as didn't resonate as deeply.
I think I don't know. I guess I see. I've obviously seen the bad in religions, but for me, rather than a mask, I view religion as almost a sword. The, the good and the bad aren't naturally there, I don't think. I think it's how you use it. A mask, all it does is hide. It doesn't serve a good purpose. A sword can defend, it can destroy.
Yes, but it can also kill. And it can also kill those who are undeserving of
Absolutely. But I do think there are definitely two sides to that. And maybe that is too dangerous. I don't know. It's hard because I would hate to be held accountable for what other Knights of Hera have done. I don't believe our beliefs should pull us to those things, but ultimately people use them for bad.
one day I would like to figure out why, what led him down the path that it did.
Tirosine, the goddess of war, by the way, is not innately evil in my world. She is actually lawful neutral. So, just so you know.
Would you say that the followers of her are one way or the other?
Well, the first preference is lawful neutral for their follower, and second preference is lawful good. And after that, I don't quite remember. I can look her up.
So I wouldn't have like a negative view of that god or her followers then.
Probably not. I don't know. It really depends. Like, if you were a follower of the goddess of peace, then yeah, you would. But otherwise, like somebody who just is innately against war would have, for any reason, whether it's good or bad.
Are her followers quick to attack and start wars?
Hang on,
I
I'm trying to scroll to her.
I know, obviously, like as I was just saying, not all followers are going to be the same.
Tirosine is the goddess of war, struggle, and conquering. She patronizes warriors, obviously. Her priests are warrior-like in their mindset and philosophy, meaning that they do not necessarily kill blithely, but they certainly do not avoid confrontation. Tirosine's hierarchy is complex and detailed. Tirosine's male shepherds are referred to as knights. The female shepherds are referred to as valkyries. The flock are referred to as errants. Within these classifications, there are different levels of power and clout amongst those who worship Tirosine. Stuff on basically just stuff on me. So the first alignment that's preferred is lawful neutral. The second is lawful good, and then the last is lawful evil. Hey.
So just because it's the goddess of war doesn't mean that essentially her followers are not afraid of the fight, but they're not bad. They still fight for good.
If your view of war is that it can be a tool for good, then yes. If your view of war is that no matter what the motives are behind it, it's always bad, then she's bad. Tirosine's followers and shepherds are highly organized and militant, capable of spreading their religion to the masses in every corner of Caesarea. They will protect the societies they exist in to the death, provided these societies allow them to bring the glory of Tirosine into their midst. They are judgmental, dealing out punishment and death to their enemies. Some do this with so much zeal that one wonders if they aren't just inflicting judgment and death.
Well, Aurora,
Shit.
I'm not sure if it's something you've thought about, but it seems to me from the outside like the greatest war you're experiencing is probably that war that's inside you. I think war is not just fought on a battlefield, and war definitely doesn't have to be bad. I think I'm in a war against despair.
It really resonates with her. what you say about the war inside of her. She just nods her head in agreement. Well, if he does come for you and your brother, you'll have us here to help you.
Yeah, there's more to tyrosine than combat, like physical, actual combat. You know, she's got this whole aspect of struggle and organized, systematic. What's the word I'm looking for?
Down with the patriarchy.
like an organized kind of systematic like system of creating, you know, or achieving superiority or conquering, or, you know, essentially just getting control of whatever.
Well, I think the common theme is that we're all fighting our own wars, and I hope that I can be of help to you guys.
Just a question for you, Thor. Is there any way that we could get a text channel just if people wanted to put backstories for those who weren't here, and also if there was anything, because I was writing stuff down, but if anyone wants to copy and paste theirs just so we can look back on if we forget anything or need to.
There's an in-character chat that you can use already there.
Postman.
No, I had done a investigation check, and I think I asked him to do an Arcana check on that second bastard sword we found. Did we find anything else about it?
I thought he was doing the Arcana check on the bowl.
Okay, can I do an investigation check and get him to do an Arcana check on the second bastard sword?
Yep. He cannot find anything new. He does point out that you could also cast Detect Magic if you're trying to figure out if it's magic or not. I think somebody has Detect Magic, hopefully.
I think it's Shoe. Shoe or Parent.
Yeah, Shu has it.
Sorry, what? What does Shu have?
Detect Magic.
We need it.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to figure out these
on
abilities.
that second bastard sword we found.
I go. I'll look at all the stuff that we've kind of grabbed, all the swords we've gotten and the armor and stuff. Well, Shu will.
Okay.
And also just to see if there's anything from this basin as well.
Okay, so
and all the stuff we pulled out.
You found a bastard sword in the basin, and that is magical. The rest is not.
Yeah.
The mithril bastard sword, black plate mail, and the miscellaneous baubles that you pulled out from upstairs are all mundane, but the bastard sword and black plate mail are very high quality, The bastard sword from Lord Falcon's hand was mithril, and very good quality. And the black plate mail is really good quality too.
Is it stat wise? It's the same as normal armor though.
Yeah, mechanically it's the same as normal.
And are we able to figure out the magic on this sword?
Well, Perrin already failed his Arcana check. Is anybody else proficient in Arcana?
Don't believe so. I didn't know if there was another way besides Arcana check.
There's Identify, if anybody has Identify, and a Pearl.
Does Perrin have Identify?
I can give Arcana a try. I'm not very good at it. Can I ask Perrin to give me a nice little poem of inspiration?
Yeah, why don't I... Okay, Perrin will throw you a Bardic Inspiration. For 1d6. 19. Okay, that's a bastard sword +1.
And that's just the regular one, that wasn't the mithril one?
Right, that's the one you just pulled out of the bowl of water.
Well, no one wants it. I'll take it, but I know, Aurora, you might also want it.
I think we'll stick. Great sword. Special.
Alright, Thor, you're gonna have to remind me how to find this and add it to my character sheet.
Go to the eye with the circle around it. It says Compendium when you hover over it.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see. Bastard sword may or may not show up. I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay. So it's just gonna be. We're just gonna stat it as a long sword. So
Okay.
you're looking for long sword +1 under the items. You can type long sword, one word, into the search field and it'll pop up. And then you can drag that to the equipment section on your character sheet and it'll pop it right in there.
Awesome, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And we can only do Identify, is that once a day? It's a long list.
The spell, you can cast... Hold on a second. You choose one object. If it is a magic item, you learn its properties and how to use them. It requires attunement. You learn whether any spells affecting the item. Object touched. You're talking about Identify the spell?
Yeah.
I think you can use it as many times per day as you can cast it, assuming you have the pearls.
Okay.
I don't think there's any particular restriction on that.
I'm gonna remove this longsword that I was using off my thing if we want to put it in the party bag. Just a regular longsword.
Okay. You remove the other one.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put beautiful longsword.
And it's made of mithril.
Oh, the plus. Did you take the mithril one?
No, not the plus. They're two different swords. There's a +1 longsword, and there's a mithril sword. We're just statting it as a longsword. I'm calling it a bastard sword, but in D&D 5 you can use a longsword two-handed anyway, so kind of eliminates the need for a bastard sword. But anyway, the other, there was a bastard sword +1, which Gayer took, and there was a bastard sword made of mithril that was very high quality that nobody took.
Oh no, we did take that.
I mean,
It's in the
you
bag.
picked it up,
Yeah.
but what I mean is nobody
Oh, gotcha.
nobody pulled it into their own possession to wield.
Right.
And I'm giving you my longsword or bastard sword that I was using. That's just a regular one.
Start. We're gonna pick up the ball bearing.
Okay.
And I put my backstory stuff in character chat if anyone needs it.
Okay, cool. Okay, gang, Perrin says in his most Fred-tastic voice. Let's search for clues. Where do we want to go next?
Well, I think we have this whole bottom deck here. We have the deck above it, where we mastered the hobgoblins. So that would leave the next level going up.
Oh, was this the last area to clear out down here?
Yeah, who found the mold? Somebody was trying to eat the mushrooms and found the mold.
Wasn't me.
Could only be with.
If you put... By the way, these torches are going to be out because there's a long rest. So if you want another torch...
Yep, I'll keep one lit. Actually, I'll just cast the light cantrip on my sword.
Listen, don't get too close to that mold.
Do you know
Not
how
that I
far
would know.
light is, how far its radius is? Is it 60 feet?
Oh.
It will go 60 feet.
Do the investigation check on that mold.
Not that I would know, but be careful. It might shoot some spores out at you.
Yeah, if you get too close, it fires spores out. I think you guys already knew it was yellow mold, but
Yes,
I will just go through it again here. Celestial light, does that count as sunlight? Probably.
You know the light cantrip?
Cast the daylight
Yes.
spell.
Yes.
So as soon as you cast the light cantrip on your sword, that's all gonna get blown away. So now you're left with a slime waterfall back here, which I don't really have anything to represent that. So you'll have to use your imagination on that one.
Guys, is it just the shrooms, or is there, like, slime coming down the walls over there?
Not true. Definitely Is anybody good with nature?
I think you're our best.
My nature is basic.
Or I meant survival. This is what
Oh.
I have in nature.
I mean, would I be able to use survival to figure out more about? Are these mushrooms? Are they all the same type? Without
No,
looking at them confirm?
visually speaking, they're different.
Okay. Which is the one that Gare was messing with earlier?
He was messing with this one, and they were kind of creating, or not creating. I don't know if they were consumed by it, but they had a patch of yellow mold around them. So these would be poisoned from the yellow mold anyway, and these are also poisonous.
All right, let's go on a look through all this mold and mushrooms. Maybe we should head up now and storm the castle.
I'm down.
You want us to move our tokens back
Did
to
you-
the ladder, or
Zeke, did you want any of these mushrooms for anything later on? If there's one's poisonous or anything?
I was thinking about it, but now I'm good with my venomous sac water.
Is it all dark for you again, Zeke?
It sure is.
I guess you will have to unlock this door.
I'm going to assume you can just unlock it.
Up we go.
Did we go through this door yet?
Yeah, that's where the saws were.
You went through this
Okay.
door and found a room with 2 oscillating saw blades and some garbage and a lever in the floor.
Would I be able to use the candle that I think she was carrying in my lantern?
I've got candles.
Yeah, you can do that. I
I
mean,
will
they're
happily pass them over.
that's not really going to provide the illumination that burning the lantern oil would.
Got it.
It'll provide actually very little illumination. So we're going upstairs then?
I think that's the consensus.
Yeah.
Okay, up 1. And we are going to be
Back in this hallway.
right here.
And we'll go up again.
Okay. Just making sure I've... Okay. There is one door on the south side of this wall. This room. Yeah, this room is just an open room. There's actually, okay, there's a door on the south, and there's a gate on the north wall as well.
Do we see any writings or?
And this is actually, this one goes to outside. You don't see anything written, no.
Would we recognize it as the front door, front gate that we saw?
Probably yes, yeah.
Alright, I'd like to investigate the door to the south. With parent assistance.
Hey, real quick, is there like a long rest button I can press to like restore hit points and spell slots and stuff?
It has to be me.
Okay.
But
Could you
yes,
do
I
that?
can do that.
Thank you.
For which character?
Well, we all took long rest, right? So if you could hit
Downstairs?
Sue and Gayer. Yeah, that was the plan, I thought.
I put a long rest on everybody downstairs when you were gathered around the water basin
Okay.
telling campfire stories.
Cool. I'm not super familiar with Shu, so I just wanted to make sure he had all this stuff restored. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, and Perrin will be assisting on the investigation. So that is going to be a locked door that is not trapped.
Alrighty, I'll unlock it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. Okay, it is unlocked.
Do we see anything?
You see a small contingent of bandits walking here and there, doing whatever it is they're doing.
Before we go in, I'll look at everybody and ask if we want to try to put a lock somehow with this gate to bar people from getting inside.
It's a great
so
idea.
we don't get pinched.
Do we have anything to lock it with?
Check our item.
Do you have like a crowbar or a pole of some kind?
I have a crowbar.
That would work. If you just want to wedge a crowbar into it so that it maybe hopefully can't be opened.
I have a crowbar, and a rope. Can I do like I guess like a intelligence or useful check to try and like rig that up as sturdy as I can?
Yeah, sure.
You can also use that old sword of mine if you need it.
Also, maybe set some ball bearings.
Well, we won't be near the door 12 anymore with that much. We'll just get down and get right back up.
You know what they say, I get knocked down, I get back up again.
You ain't never gonna keep me down.
The part of that I enjoyed was Aurora trying not to laugh while she said it.
And actually, yeah, I will. If I can, I will rig my light crossbow as a trap. I can using rope and string and things like that.
I also have 4 javelins if there's any way to you need to use those somehow as well. I think.
I don't want to deprive you of your ranged weapon. I got the daggers.
Did this door end up getting unlocked? I can't remember.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. I unlocked that door.
Okay. That's kind of a screw up, but whatever.
So I set I guess my crossbow trap on the locked gate. I guess with a DC of 15.
Okay. Let me just put a note in there so I don't forget.
I think it might be a good idea to try to bottleneck these guys here at this gate again.
You know I got the balls for it.
And did you say you're going to throw some ball bearings down here too?
No, I'm gonna use the ball bearings for this door down here where all the bandits are.
Okay.
So when everyone's ready, so what I'm gonna do is open the door and then toss the ball bearings. Because that'll start the whole kerfuffle.
Yeah, Shu's gonna be ready to throw an Eldritch Blast as soon as that door opens.
Yeah, go ahead and draw in your ball bearings where you're going to throw them, and then we'll do initiative. Shu can get his Eldritch Blast off before the initiative. For 10 force
Bingo.
damage.
Would I have been able to rage all of that, or
Yeah, if you want
not,
to,
but-
you can rage.
Okay.
Just put
And-
the ponytail up.
I think they meow. I think they
I-
might move a bit faster than the spider.
As soon as he hears the meow, Gayer is also going to meow. You just need to accept this as being a thing, my friend.
The meow
Think-
meow ball bearing beat
I
down.
think I've decided what my rage is gonna be. It's gonna be me pounding my chest and then jumping out to give a chest bump to Gayer.
No, I'm 100% down. Let's do it.
And we have to say meow as we get chest.
Gayer is 100% in on this. He's never. You just see his eyes light up. Like, yes, I'm a true barbarian now.
Okay, who'd I miss?
Don't worry, I rolled a better initiative than 2 of the bandits. We're good.
Bear with me. Don't do that. Okay, I think that's everybody. So Zeke is first.
All right. I will throw a dagger to the bandit. One second. Throw a dagger to that guy.
And Shu would have shot if he has line of sight. This guy with that Eldritch Blast.
Which guy is Shu firing at? I figured it was this guy.
Either of them, whichever one he had line of sight on.
I did the damage on this guy, so if that's fine,
Okay.
we'll
Yeah,
stick
that
to
works.
it. Okay, and Zeke is firing at, let's see, must be this guy right here.
Yes, sir.
And that will hit for 5 damage
With 1d4. Hold on.
with 1d4. Ah.
6. Then I use my free action to ready another dagger.
Okay. Perrin is going to just do a... Oh, no, I misunderstood what that was for. Never mind. Forget that. Let's go ahead and do a Bane. Nope, he can't see that one. And he can't see that one. So I guess it's these 3. So, Bane with Charisma saving throw on these 3 guys. Here we go. That's going to be 3 guys baned.
Troll was more charismatic.
Ooh. Big.
Yeah, but that troll had like 12 reasons to be charismatic. I think it was 20.
But Karen would know best.
Oh, we didn't roll dick size for that troll.
Well, that's an opportunity lost, to be sure.
Damn it.
Oh, and he used a drop of blood, so let me take down 1 drop of blood. He will fire light crossbow at Gare, hitting an 8, which probably doesn't do any good.
No.
We may need to move to the south. Which can use longer.
So I have a question. When you have something that you use a reaction to do you only get one of those per full turn, or?
Yeah, one reaction per turn.
It refreshes when it gets to your turn.
Right.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, so a 19 against Gare.
That hits.
6 piercing damage. And that makes it Gare's turn.
So what's the rule with these ball bearings?
You gotta move half speed through them.
Okay, so that'll be 10.
Or make a dex check.
I'll go half speed. So that'll be 20. So that'll be 25. And I'm going to attack this guy right in front of me. Seeing that they're pulling out bows. First swing.
That
New
will
sword,
hit.
who dis? Love and dance.
Trash.
And I'll end there.
Okay, just the one sword swing?
Yep, that's all I get. No bonus action for now.
This guy is going to target Zeke. Fire. And hit an 11.
Does not hit.
This guy is going to target... he'll target Gayer. Fire crossbow. And he hit a 21 for 4 piercing damage. Come on, work with me, roll 20, work with me. This guy will flank and attack Gayer with Le Scimitar with advantage, which will hit an 18 for 3 slashing damage.
Just hits.
And this guy is going to target Zeke. Firing crossbow. And I don't imagine that probably hits.
No, sir.
Okay, and here's one of my Bane guys. He is going to target Perrin. Light crossbow. 18, but let's see how many. Minus 3 is 15, so does 15 hit Perrin? It does. 15 hits Perrin. So he is going to take 2 piercing damage.
He needs to make a con saving throw to hold Bane. Should be good. Half the damage, and that's a minimum of 10, I think.
Yeah, he's fine. And this other guy gets a charisma saving throw against the Bane. And he is still baned. So it's Shuv's turn.
Alright, he's going to sing them all 5 from that direction. He'll step over here. And does he have line of sight of that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. 14 to hit, 3 damage.
Okay, that will hit and do 3 damage. And is there anything else he can do?
That's it for now.
Alright. And this guy is Bane. He's going to fire light crossbow on Aurora, hitting an armor class of 9. This guy is not Bane. He is flanked around Gayer, and he is going to swipe at Gayer. Hitting an armor class of 13.
Nope.
Probably no good, and it's Aurora's turn.
Question: if I stop in the middle of these ball bearings, would that be, and I attack from there, would that add disadvantage to my attack? Or would I be able to kick him out of my way?
I don't think so. It would only give you disadvantage if you fell. So, yeah, I think you're okay.
Because this wouldn't take up even half my move.
Yeah, I think you're okay just to walk on there and attack.
Alright, I will walk here. Point. After waiting long enough to try to let Gare get some kills to catch up to me, I will pick it.
I'm gonna catch ya.
25 to hit for 13 damage.
And that is the guy.
In
This guy?
between Gare and I. Yeah.
13 damage.
Sorry.
Got it. Do you have like any other bonus actions or anything?
I don't think this is a bonus action, but I'm not 100% sure. Pulling out the wings for an Asmar, is that an act? Does that take an action, or is that a bonus action? I'm not sure if anybody knows that.
You should be able to click it. It'd be in your features. Right side of your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pop it into the chat, and let's see what it says.
Action.
It says you can. Oh, it is? Oh, yeah.
You can use your action to unleash the divine energy.
Complete. Okay, yep, that's it for me then.
Okay. And this feller is gonna make a 30-foot advance, and I think he's gonna shoot at Zeke. So, boom, light crossbow. Hitting a 13, probably no good.
No, sir. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge.
And another light crossbow incoming, minus Bane. So he hit an 11. Oops, that's the wrong one. And he is still baned. And it is now Zeke's turn.
Alright, I'm going to move over here, so we'll have to do the marbles. Alright, with a dagger in one hand, I'm going to do martial arts attack on him, and with a bonus action, just use martial arts.
Okay. $12 damage total. So he's dead.
I think Zeke's beating both of us, Aurora.
Not true, I just got that there.
You killed a lot of shit. And that bear counted for like 10 guys.
We'll just finish off after you guys do the hard work.
Can you shoot a crossbow while you're concentrating?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will shoot. I guess I'll shoot this guy. As good a target as any. Okay. Bandit is going to shoot Aurora. Which one is this? Just making sure. Okay. This bandit is going to shoot. Actually, I don't know that he's able to really shoot anyone. Yeah, he can shoot Parent. He's going to shoot Parent. Nope. Gayer's turn.
All right. $11? Not sure if that hits.
It does.
Ooh, roll damage for this guy.
He is Abstract Art.
Catching up, Aurora. I'm gonna move here, and
Okay.
I'm gonna yell to fight back to back so they can't flank us.
Okay.
And that's it.
He's going to shoot at Aurora.
Disadvantage. Not sure if she needed it, but I'll use my reaction to impose disadvantage with my shield.
Okay. And ping, it just bounced off your shield. This guy is going to shoot Gayer. Hitting a 19 for 6 piercing damage. This guy is going to... I think he'll shoot at Aurora. Hitting a 22 for 8 damage. And this guy is going to shoot at Aurora. He's got Bane. So he is hitting a 15 for 5 damage. And let's roll that Bane save. And he is done with Bane. It is now Shu's turn.
All right. Okay, he's gonna move behind me.
Okay.
He is going to do that, and then he's going to quicken his Eldritch Blast so he can hear me and then fire. And he'll shoot the guy that's in front of me. So he heals me 9, and then
This guy right here.
yep, does 9 to him.
Okay. Alright, and that's probably everything for him, I imagine.
Yep.
Okay. So, Bandit. Which one is this? This is this guy right here. He's still got Bane.
Growl at him so it'll hit him.
He is going to Scimitar on Gayer. And he will hit a 9 minus 1d4, which probably will not hit. So, Aurora.
Oh, take my swing on this bandit. Turn, please. 17 damage.
Okay. He is done. He is no more for this world. Or whatever.
You do so much damage, I'm never gonna catch you. I think I just need to rage harder.
You're not hitting your chest hard enough to start.
I'll get better.
Right here and get ready. That's my turn.
Okay. Then this bandit will move up here. And he is going to shoot at Zeke for fun. Hitting a 21 for 5 damage.
Nice. Hold on a second. Nice. So still only the dagger in one hand, they can throw a spinning key point, throw it back at them.
Okay. Do it. So that means he takes 11 damage, right?
Well, it says I make this attack with proficiency regardless, and it counts as a monk weapon for the attack. So do you want to just roll it kind of like
the damage you take is reduced by 1d10 plus dex plus monk level, and then
You reduced it to 0, and so he can use 1 key point to make a ranged attack.
okay, so if you want to spend the 1 key point to shoot it back at him.
That's badass.
So for the roll attack, you were just to make like a crossbow attack, I guess?
No, it's 1d20 plus proficiency, if I'm reading it right.
Got it. It also counts as a monk weapon for the attack. I don't know if that matters.
Do an unarmed
like,
attack then. Try it that way.
I was gonna say, I feel like it'd almost be like a dagger throw.
And the missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack. I guess I'll figure it's a monk unarmed strike. The way that seems like that's the way this is worded.
I think the reason why the monk weapon comes into play because when I do things like that Kinsei shot, if I had done that earlier and it counts the whole turn, then I would have given it that 1d4 bonus. Either way, free 8 damage.
And you didn't take any. Bonus. Zeke, your turn.
That bandit in front of Gear, is he dead or is he still alive?
He's alive.
So I was trying to calculate up and move speed to 40. Alright, this guy with the dagger in hand, I'll just strike at him. with an unarmed strike and do my bonus action as much.
He's gonna get an attack of opportunity as you move past him.
Okay.
So he can whip out his scimitar and see if he can hit you, which he cannot. That is a miss and then a hit. Is that the guy to your south?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Perrin will fire a crossbow bolt at the same guy. This guy is going to swipe his scimitar at Aurora with advantage because she's flanked. Hitting a 19 for 2 slashing damage. If that hits. This guy is going to fire his crossbow at Zeke. Nothing doing. Gayer, your turn.
Okay. And slice at the guy in front of me.
Okay.
And then I'll move up here next to Aurora and say again, back to back, Aurora. And that's my turn.
Okay, Bandit is shooting Zeke, hitting an armor class of 16.
Let me check. I think it's 17.
Yeah, I'm showing 17.
Yep.
Bandit will swipe scimitar at Zeke, hitting a 13. This bandit will swipe a scimitar at Gayer. Hitting a 21 for 4 damage. This guy will shoot Perrin. So okay, and we're good on the save. And back to Shu.
All right. Into the guy beside Aurora.
He is dead.
Then he will quicken. And do that on Aurora.
Okay. You have to move up to touch range.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to shoot this guy. I don't know if that mattered, but he'll move up here either way.
And that was 9. Okay.
Sorry, I should have specified. I did say next to Aurora. So you technically have it right.
Okay. Aurora, go ahead.
Um, was this guy dead from Shoe's attack? This one right here?
No, he did not
Yeah.
get killed from Shoe's attack.
And 13 to hit. For 20 damage. That was it.
This guy?
Sorry, this one here.
This guy?
Yes.
He is wrecked.
And it's all.
Okay, he's going to fire crossbow at Zeke. And that's probably not going to hit anything. So, Zeke, your turn.
Alright, so thing, I'm gonna keep dagger in one hand and punch this guy, then follow up with shots.
The guy south of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the first hit will kill him, so where do you want the second hit to go? Presumably this guy?
Yeah, if I could reach him, that'd be phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Perrin is going to fire crossbow. And miss. This guy will hit Aurora for if a 19 hits her for 5 slashing damage.
Did he move up from there?
Yeah, he moved up 1.
Would I have been able to sentinel him so he didn't get it to move closer to that? I'm not sure if he was.
I think
within
that's
my
only
range.
if he moves out of your range.
Out of it? Oh.
Here, toss it up. Let's see.
Yeah, it's based on an opportunity attack, which is only triggered.
Moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Yes.
when a creature attacks within 5, someone else within 5 feet of you can do it.
Okay, so if he had attacked somebody else, you could have taken an attack of opportunity on him and dropped his speed to 0. Okay, fire crossbow on Zeke, and it's Gayer's turn.
I'll just attack the one diagonal from me.
Okay. All right. That hits
And
for
that's it.
7 damage. Uh, 19 on Zeke.
Alright, I'll use my key point reaction.
Go ahead. Okay, no damage.
Nope, so I'll throw it back at him.
Okay, ouch. And this one will slash Zeke with the scimitar, hitting an 18 for 7 slashing damage.
I give disadvantage on this one.
Hold on, I got something for that too.
Okay.
But yeah, no, if you have disadvantage, that's fine. That's even better.
Yeah, I can use my reaction to give disadvantage since you're within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
I'll hold my shield up and try to block it.
Alrighty. That works. And this guy will fire crossbow. Looks like all the Bane guys are dead. And miss, so it's Shu's turn.
Thanks for the assist.
Anytime. This will go, if it hits, into that guy right there in front of Aurora.
This one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's the Eldritch Blast for 10 force damage.
Yep.
Okay, he is dead. And Aurora.
Shoes on the board, guys.
I'm just playing darts out here.
Look there and take my attack on him. 14 damage.
That will kill him.
And oh, great. 12.
Okay. Alright. This guy is going to fire a crossbow bolt at Zeke. Perhaps rather foolishly, and miss. And it is Zeke's turn.
Alright, I'm going to close with that guy who just shot, and then I give him the old 1-2 punch. While still holding the dagger in my other hand.
Combo, combo.
Okay, he is dead. So, Perrin will go right here. Perrin is going to do Dissonant Whispers on that guy at level 1. 16 psychic damage. DC 13 wisdom save. And that's a fail, so he is dead. And Perrin's on the board. As we just about wrap it up for the night. Scimitar on Aurora, hitting an 18 for 2 slashing damage. And Gayer. Let's finish these guys off. So we can call it a night. Okay, he is dead.
Keep up now, guys.
It's all about the style in which you do it.
He is going to fire a crossbow bolt at Gayer, hitting a 21 for 9 damage.
Fuck!
Catch it.
I'm gonna try to catch the next one for sure.
Okay, and unless you have something to counter that, it is Shu's turn.
Into the last guy.
Okay. And when the noise and din of battle die down, you notice that there's an alarm sounding somewhere in the distance.
Here we go.